Man, oh man, the drama in LA continues. Golly, Sean McVay did not pull any punches talking about the first round draft picks the Ram had and Ty Simpson. Man, his reaction absolutely went viral. He was like a guy looking for a trigger, looking for a shotgun with a toe trigger. I mean, you'd think he was more mad about the fact that he's got the last name of the Oklahoma City Bomber. But anyway, okay, sorry, that was kind of a bad joke. Sorry about that. Anyway, social media went nuts last night with his reaction. When he was asked basically about the draft pick in Tyler Simpson, he said, "Let's make one thing clear. This is Matthew Stafford's team." And you thought he was going to get so angry he was going to start crying. Like, it was pretty darn intense. It was like, woo, man. Now, to be fair, when more of the information came out, the Rams general manager, Les Snead, made the first round pick. And this is the second time in the last decade that Les Snead has made a first round pick. It was kind of shocking in the fact that they have two backup quarterbacks in Stetson Bennett and Jimmy Garoppolo. And so that was kind of odd. Now we know that the quarterback of the Rams, he's getting older, right? I think Stafford is 38 or 39. I think he's 38. So the pick was strange because they needed a little bit more depth up front. They definitely needed a left tackle, definitely needed a number 2 punch at running back, and they really could use an edge guy on the defensive line. But I tell you one thing that's kind of a thing, in my opinion, I really, really think they needed a wide receiver 3 guy to kind of pepper in there to have a real go-to third guy. And there was plenty of guys at that moment they could have grabbed. There were several guys sitting around. They didn't grab them, which was kind of surprising. And they grabbed a quarterback. Now, I have to say, I have agreed with McVay. I would be more like, well, hey, I'd rather have a running back. I'd rather have an edge guy, maybe a CB1 quarterback guy, the lockdown kind of guy, or even a really good, trusty wide receiver 3. So I guess he would have been happy with like Jeremy Bernard versus a quarterback. And so, yeah, it was quite shocking. And if you look at any of the clips on Twitter or YouTube, I mean, he's very, very angry. You could tell he does not want this. I think Ty Simpson will be a good pick, and he's a guy that they'll work on. Snead was asked for comment about it, and he said the one thing he really loved about, Ty Simpson was his perseverance, the things you go through, the hard things, and he really liked that about him. So now later on, to be fair to McVay, I know we're kind of bagging on him a little bit. Later on, he did address it, and he did say, and I quote, "We get a chance to be able to address the backup quarterback," McVay said. But there are a lot of players that we liked, and there were a lot of thought that kind of went into it. So that's basically his thing, is saying management felt otherwise. I didn't really want a quarterback first round. I think he thought he could definitely get Simpson probably second, maybe early third, but definitely second round. And he wanted to address, I would say, cornerback, left tackle, wide receiver, edge, running back first. But I think it kind of came as a surprise to him. I think this was more of a deal where management wanted it, and it feels like they cut him out of the deal. And I do feel bad for him about that because, when you're the coach, you feel like you need to make those decisions. But it was just kind of funny. His reaction was kind of viral. You're like, whoa, man, he didn't even hide his disdain for that pick in the first round. But we love Ty Simpson as Bama fans, and we want him to do great. And we want the LA Rams to do great. Also got another Georgia guy there, and Matthew Stafford, and we got Bennett there, so we want the SEC to do good overall and all those guys to have another good year. But it was kind of shocking to see how that went. But and we will wish all those gentlemen good luck in the future, and we hope they win, and maybe they, that Matthew Stafford could get another ring along with all the other gentlemen he plays with on that team. But it was just kind of funny. I figured I'd throw a quick reaction out there. But anyway, Tide Talk Web is out.